Hello, welcome to Romantic Wednesdays with Poetry. I'm Alisa Agnes, your host, and I believe it's time to get real and spill some tea or coffee. Okay, so today we're starting the first cycle from the second volume, and let me remind you that we've just started the book Students' Notes, Open Eyes. That's the second volume from my debut poetry book, which is called Once Upon a Time. There were two poetry books. And the first cycle from the second volume is called Romantic Summer. And today I will talk about two really short poems from this cycle. And these poems are called Your Love and Air and Life. So, I guess it's time to read you the first poem right now, and then I will tell you a few words about this, but there is not too much to say, to be honest. And then I will read you the second poem, which is even shorter, and it's called Air and Life, and then I will say just a few sentences again. So I guess this episode will be shorter than those that you got previously in this month. So, yep. So, that's Your Love. You are the only one I see. Since I made you, I can breathe. I can sleep. Everything that I do every day is just craving your love. Yep, that's this poem, Your Love. And well, as you can see, it's simply about love, and it can be, kinda about falling in love, but this love is something that has been here for 3 summers already, and this romantic summer, is the 4th one. And it's like, this poem is about saying that all this time, all these years, nothing changed, and this one person is still the one, and they make it hard for you to breathe, you can't sleep. So it's like that teenage love, and it's still like you're falling in love, and that feeling didn't last for such a really short time, but it's still happening, and it's and it's still happening every single day. And this love and craving this feeling and craving this love is all you can still feel. And this is what this poem is about. So I guess it's a good moment to tell you a few words about the first cycle. It's called Romantic Summer, and as you can see, it's kind of the continuation of my previous poetry book, Love, Pain and Other Addictions, because it's still the same year, 2017, and here we have the summer, as I've already told you. And I think this poem sounds so much like romantics, I mean. And it's like, it's a really old-fashioned poem, and you can see it even in the language in my Polish version of this poem. And well, if you like to check out these two poems, then they are separately available on my YouTube. Just search for Alisa Agnes, double L, 1S. And well, that summer was very special, and it was the time when I graduated from high school. I already had my exams. Some were really some went really good, and some weren't a little less good. and I was waiting for results, and I was waiting to find out if I would start studies and what I would study, because I decided to send papers to 4 different faculties, um, 4 different studies, and one was about history, one was about English literature, and 2 were about Polish culture, literature, and language. And it turned out that I had to wait a little bit longer because I got to this one and only Polish philology, literature, and language. And yep, I started my studies in October, and that summer was a really long time because it kind of started in April, because that's when I graduated, and it lasted until October. And well, October was very special, but I will tell you more about all that happened in October during other cycles, because they will be very, close to that situation and all those things that happened then. But right now it's summer, and I'm writing this kind of poetry, and I also wrote some longer poems for competitions. I sent my poetry to 4 different places for competitions, and I didn't get anything, so it wasn't, I guess, such a good year for me, because in 2016, so just a year before, I got a statuette from the festival, and I also got a prize in such a school kind of competition. So it was a really good year for me. And then 2017 came, and I was trying also that summer to publish my book, and I didn't do what I was hoping to do, but you have such a cycle opening this new book, so I guess it didn't went on waste. Yep. Okay, so I guess it's time to read you the second poem right now. So it's called Air and Life. You're the air I breathe. Let me breathe. I want to be alive. I've never been alive. Yep, that's all. So this poem is, comparing love to life and to air, and that's why this this title just sounds Air and Life, because it's very much connected with the first poem, because this love is simply your air, and without air it's impossible to live. And then we have the line, I want to be alive, I've never been alive. And well, it's simply about want to be alive for the first time, because you've spent so much time craving this love and wishing it could be something. And when you start to think about your life, you've just graduated from high school, so you're simply becoming an adult. I was 19 then. And I think it was the first time in my life when I felt like I I didn't do anything in my life yet, and I'd like to feel like I'm living. So I wanted to feel alive, and I wanted this love to be the main reason of this feeling. So this poem is simply just about that. Okay, so right now you know everything about these 2 poems and about this situation. So I guess it's time to slowly end this episode. So I will tell you now what will happen in the next episode. It will be June. Yep. So the next poem is also so short, and it's called Love and Light, and it's kind of similar to the second poem, I mean Air and Life. And after that, something longer, and it's one of those poems that I've sent for those competitions that I've already mentioned. It's called Pretty Man, and I guess it's one of my best poems, but it's a little sadder poem. And if you like Sherlock Holmes, then you can also find a little reference in this. So yep, I guess that's all today that I can say. You will learn more about these two in the next episode. So right now I can only tell you until the next time. Yep. Bye.